Welcome back to Dockside Travel. In this episode, we visit St. Maarten. We're going to show you how to navigate the cruise port and get a taxi to Maho Beach, where you can visit the famous Sunset Bar. We brave the elements to wait for a few airplanes to fly overhead, and then we take you on a tour of the water taxis from St. Maarten Cruise Port into Phillipsburg downtown. This is a great, quick and easy beach day and some shopping. We'll also show you Blue Restaurant on board the Reflection, where we had a lovely dinner, and then we headed out for some of the nighttime entertainment in the main atrium. Stay tuned for more. Welcome to St. Maarten. It's a gray overcast day, lots of rain. We're going to Maho Beach, but not just yet. We're eating our room service breakfast. That was delivered to us without any coffee mugs. So we're supposed to drink coffee right out of the pot. They give us one plate of fruit for 2 people. What do we got here? Ooh, 1 bun for 2 people. I think they thought it was a solo cabin.
Hello.
After breakfast, we headed ashore. We wanted to beat the crowd, even though it's a gray and overcast day, but we don't want to waste any time.
Morning. Good morning. Welcome to St. Maarten. We're on our way to Maho Beach. We're up bright and early. Ships are still arriving. We're hoping to beat the crowd. The cruise port in St. Maarten is very easy to navigate, and when you walk ashore, you just go straight ahead. You take your first right if you're heading towards the taxis, and at the end of the concrete walkway, you will see the taxi stand. All the rates are posted. For us to go to Maho Beach, it was $25 for the 2 of us. Here are some of the other signs if you were interested in going to Terre Basse Lowlands, or if you wanted to go to Mullet Bay. There's all kinds of signs in this area. You can pick your location.
The taxi takes you all the way through downtown Phillipsburg, up over Bell's Lookout, through Simpson Bay, all the way to Princess Juliana Airport.
Maho Beach is basically a small strip of sand at the end of the runway of the international airport, and yet it draws thousands of visitors every year. Sunset Bar is one of the most famous locations here, and normally on a hot sunny day this place would be packed and serving some cold beverages.
I think this is going to be my retirement plan. I'm going to live here and run this bar at Maho Beach.
Where am I going to be?
You can come.
Oh, okay. Most days this place would be very busy, but with the dark clouds and heavy rains today, it was quite empty. This is wild. We're here at Maho Beach and a bit of the rainy season, I guess. So it's a small turnout today. Heavy torrential rains. And I'm going in that water. Eventually I'm in that water today. Now we got thunder and lightning. I was getting in the water. My boss says that the lightning means no, I can't go now. We'll see what's happening.
This bar has a real beach vibe with open air, sand on the floor, lots of spots to sit and look out at the main attraction, the ocean, and the airplanes.
season at Maho Beach, so we're having lattes instead of beers right now. But I am getting in that water, even if it's just me. Here we are at Maho Beach, in the water, braving the thunder and lightning, waiting for an airplane. And guess what? Not another person in the water. I gotta tell you, the sand is really soft. Smaller aircraft. We didn't see any of the big airplanes on this day. They weren't coming in until later in the afternoon. If you're not a great swimmer, you might want to stick very close to shore because it can pull you out. I consider myself a pretty good swimmer, and it'll drag you 10-15 feet without blinking, so just a heads up. There's the non-swimmer in our family. She's gonna stay on the land today. She likes the sand part of the beach. I like the water part of the beach.
After a few hours, since the crowds were picking up, we decided we will make our way back to the cruise port. There are always cabs available to take you back. It's
about a 20-25 minute drive to Maho Beach from the cruise port and return. When we arrived back at the cruise port, we decided to do a little exploring before heading back on board for some lunch. We're having lunch outside at the Ocean View Cafe on the aft of the ship. It's heavy rain outside, so we're undercover. There were 5 cruise ships in port today, and after having lunch, we decided to take a look around and then grab the water taxi into downtown Phillipsburg.
To find the water taxi, you take your first left, very well signed, next to Kay's Jewelry. You walk along the buildings, then you're going to walk along the waterfront for about 5 minutes. Walk to the end of the pier, and you'll find the water taxi. It's $7 per person. Return. We are water taxi to downtown St. Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg, not St. Phillipsburg. Downtown Phillipsburg. The
water taxi boat ride takes just about 10 minutes to get you from the pier into the downtown location. You'll notice when you're in downtown there is a beautiful beach with lots of chair rentals and umbrellas. Right behind that are the stores, restaurants, and some bars. And just to give you an idea of how close this beach location is to the main port area, you can see the cruise ships not very far off in the distance. It's a 10-minute boat ride at the longest.
There's lots to see when you arrive back at the port. There are some beautiful yachts, some gorgeous ships, and lots of shopping. Lots of people watching too. You can really spend a few hours here in the port. It's probably one of our favorites.
And of course, no visit to St. Maarten would be complete without a stop at Sharky's. Given its prime location, it tends to draw a lot of guests and visitors on their way back to the cruise.
When you get ready to board, make sure you do have your ship card and photo ID ready.
And here's a little tip when you go back aboard through security. Don't go to the first bank of elevators. Cross over to the far side of the ship. And lots of time you'll find vacant elevators.
We love stopping by Cafe El Baccio for some coffee, and we even got to see a dog today. Into a picture of me reading. Shut.
Just here waiting for the passport bar to open.
So we got to drink somewhere else. This is something I never get to see. I think he's on page 1.
After a couple hours relaxation in the passport bar, we decided to head back to the cabin and get ready for our evening out. First, of course, we were going to watch the sailaway. There were a number of different ships in this port today, but we also had a little sea creature visiting nearby. It's not often you get to see sea turtles this close to a cruise ship. This little guy stuck around for about 15 minutes before he decided to head back down underwater.
St. Maarten is a very popular cruise port, and the sailaway is always gorgeous, no matter day or night. We do always try to take advantage of the sailaway time, just to look at the views. It's very picturesque, and it is one of our favorite ports.
So welcome to Blue. We're here on night 5 of this second cruise. And here's a quick peek at the Blue menu. As you can see, there's clean cuisine as well as traditional starters and signature entrees.
Don't forget the desserts. After our supper, we decided to head out for the evening entertainment.
Performing 3 different times already on the main stage. Please put your hands together and make some noise for the stars of the reflection. This is Blue.
Every second from that on, girl, you know you've held my poor heart captive.
The main atrium on the Celebrity Reflection is 3 stories tall, and the entertainment certainly draws a crowd. For us, we headed off to the Sky Lounge for a nightcap and some music, and then we called it a night. Good evening from Celebrity Reflection. It's day 5, and we just called it an evening after a long day. We were up at 6:30 in the morning, I think it was.
Yep.
And got off the ship as soon as we could in St. Maarten. We knew there were going to be 5 cruise ships in port today, so we wanted to get to Maho Beach early. We were actually the very first people there, us and 4 other folks in our taxi. And we had the beach to ourselves for almost an hour.
We did.
And we had thunder, we had lightning, we had heavy rain, and then it cleared off. So we got a chance to get in the water for a swim and see a number of airplanes landing, which is the big draw at Maho Beach.
We came back and had some lunch, which is lovely when the port is very accessible. And then we kind of went over in the water taxi and walked around the port for a bit.
And saw the downtown area, and got some video of that as well, just to show folks what the water taxi looks like. So, and then this evening we had another lovely dinner at Blue.
We did.
And watched some shows. There was the production cast did a show, I think it was called Groovin', and that was in the main atrium. And then we just came back from Sky Lounge. Went to a few bars and went to the Sky Lounge, listened to a bit of music, and then calling it an evening.
Tomorrow is a sea day.
Somebody's a little tired. Even though they had a nap. I didn't have a nap today. I gotta work on my napping, I think. So that'll get a little better tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow's a sea day, so we'll have lots of activities on the ships.
Well, it's best part of the day.
Best part of my day was probably Maho Beach, I think. It's always great to get there. It's something you gotta see to really experience it, seeing those planes coming in so low above you and taking off. So.
It was kind of nice to have a longer port day. We were commenting on something that some of the ports have been a bit shorter. So it was nice to have the opportunity to get some time back on ship and then off again. So that was really nice.
Yeah, it was a long port. This trip, Nassau was a short day for us. And St. Thomas was a weird day. We didn't get in until afternoon.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you had a few daylight hours, but it was a bit
Nice
of
to
a
not be
different.
so rushed.
Yeah, today was a longer day in port, which was great. So we'll see you tomorrow.